it's KelseeBrianaJai, and in today's video I am doing a review and a tutorial using two new products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And as you all can tell by the title, one of these products has been so heavily anticipated from you all that I couldn't even put out not one more video without doing this one first, because right now it is storming outside, like raining cats and dogs. But I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Today I am filming this video and I am getting it out for you all because you all have been asking me about it ever since you heard about it. You guys saw a picture in black and white and I was getting tags left and right to do this video. So today you all already know I'm coming through with it. If you guys don't know what it is, that means you just don't read my titles, and that's cool. Thank you for your support, for you watching whatever I upload. But if you did read that title, then you know that this video is about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills x Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette. So you guys already know it's gonna come through with this video. You already know. And look at this packaging. Like, it matches my background. And honestly, I've had this background for a minute and I didn't even plan that. But it's coordinating, right? You gotta coordinate. But congratulations to Jackie Aina on this collaboration, because this is such a huge accomplishment. The other new products that Anastasia launched that I'm talking about in this video is the eyeliner. So she did launch some new complexion products, and if you are interested in those, then make sure you check out the video that I uploaded directly after this one. I will have it linked down in the description box. You can check out that video to see my review and my demo of the new foundation and the new loose powder. In this video, I'm focusing on Jackie's palette and the eyeliner. So let's focus back on Jackie's palette. This palette is limited edition and it was curated by Jackie Aina, and so it retails for $45, and I mean, I just can't get enough of the packaging. Here's what the actual palette looks like. I'm here for this packaging. This packaging really came through. The description of this palette says that it is a limited edition palette created in collaboration with influencer Jackie Aina, featuring Jackie's must-have eyeshadows and pressed pigment shades for straight-up gorgeous looks. Create everything from neutral matte eyeshadow looks to dazzling metallic makeup looks. As per usual, all Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes come with a mirror. This one is no exception. And the palettes also always come with a dual-sided brush, which in typical Kelsee tradition, literally it is a tradition now, I always open up the palette, and then when I'm doing my demo portion of my review of Anastasia palettes, it always falls out on the ground and I never pick it up, and then it disappears forever. This palette is no exception. It came with the brush. I don't know what happened to the brush. It fell out. I don't know where it is. So here's what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It has 14 different colors, and this palette is a little bit different than other Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes because this one was made for deeper complexions specifically. Now, with that being said, that does not mean that only deeper complected individuals are able to use and enjoy this palette. You all see, I have a medium dark type complexion. I used it. If you all have a lighter complexion, you can definitely use it. But this palette has the richer tones, and as a result of that, people who have a richer complexion can use the shades in here and they're not going to look ashy, for lack of better words. So this palette was curated with melanin rich individuals at the forefront, and I really like that idea. So this palette has a mix of finishes. It has the mattes and it has the metallic shades. Some of the colors in here are pressed pigments, so that means that they are even more pigmented than a typical eyeshadow will be. But I'll show you guys how to use this palette. I'm going to do a demo. If you plan on picking up this palette, you all already know I'm a purple lover, so you knew I couldn't skip this one, especially not with this packaging looking this fire, because I was sold off of the packaging alone. But I'm going to go ahead and insert the swatches of this palette. I know a lot of you all have questions about comparisons of this palette to other palettes that I have in my collection. I'm going to save that for the end of the video, so if you're curious about that, I will talk about that at the end. So next we have the new liquid liner, and this is not Anastasia's first endeavor into liquid eyeliners, but it is their newest endeavor into liquid eyeliners. It comes in one color for now, the color black, and this eyeliner retails for $18. It has 2.4 milliliters of products, or 0.08 fluid ounces. So the description of this eyeliner says that it is a waterproof, highly pigmented, true black matte liquid eyeliner that glides on evenly and delivers precise lines with ease, featuring Featuring a soft felt tip precision applicator, this liner lets you flawlessly create any eye makeup look you desire, from sharp thin lines to dramatic bold lines without skipping or running. But you guys will see me use this in the demonstration to the best of my ability, because it is so hard to film yourself doing liquid eyeliner, because you want to stay in frame, but at the same time you want your eyeliner to be straight. So bear with me during that. But I want to go ahead and jump into the demonstration, and you guys can see the Aina palette in action as well as the eyeliner. And let me know if you guys picked up these products from Anastasia down in the comment section. I hope that you all enjoy. So let's dip into this palette. So I just primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and I'm gonna start off with the color Supreme Wayne Goss number 17 bars. I want this in my crease, and then I'm going to buff it up, and this is going to be my transition color. Oh wow, this color is very, very pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way. You do not have to keep dipping into this for it to show up. She is coming through by herself. So back and forth, and I want this color to be feathered out. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Pinker, and I'm going to add that directly in the crease just to begin to build up some depth. So again, wow, this is very, very pigmented. Okay, I'm actually going to wipe a little bit off because it's very, very pigmented, but I want this directly in the crease, and then once I have that product primarily applied there, then I'm going to go in with whatever is left over and begin to diffuse it upwards. But I don't want to do that at first because I don't want to cover up the other color that I just put down. And if you need to go back with a little bit of Supreme just to make sure that everything is blended seamlessly, then do so. But basically, we just want to have that good blend going. We don't want to see where one color ends and the other color begins, but this is what I'm looking for. Same brush, and I'm going to pick up the color Big Wig. With that color, I am going to keep this brush right here on the outer corner and go in a circular motion, and it looks crazy, but what I'm doing is, again, depositing that color to where it really applies right there, and then with whatever is left over, I'm going to go in and begin to, again, build it up in the crease. But this color is going to be on my outer corner on the lid. So now I'm going to go in with my lid color, and I'm liking the shape of my eyes, so I'm going to continue to follow that and apply it right here in this empty space. Sonia G Builder Pro in the color Soleil. Like all of the other colors, this one again is not taking much effort. It's giving me a really pretty payoff with one dip. So I'm going in a more rounded shape on my lid, and I'm leaving some space on the inner corner open, but I just want to make sure to bring it over to meet this outer corner color. I'm going to tap on the edge of where that outer corner color kind of starts over here and make sure that these colors are fused together. And if I see anywhere where I need to go back in with some more eyeshadow to build it up, I'm just going to pat that eyeshadow there. But so far, it's giving me a really nice amount of pigmentation without having to dip a lot at all. Maybe like once and I'm getting it. So that's what I want it to look like. So now I'm going to move on to my inner tear ducts color, and I'm going to take a Wayne Goss pencil brush and dip into the color Trust Issues. Let's pop that right on the inner corner. And then I'm going to wrap that on the lower inner corner on the bottom. Same brush, and let's go into Shookington. And I'm going to take that along the rest of the lower lash line. Ooh, ooh. Oh, wow. That's vibrant and pretty. This eye look is beautiful without eyeliner, but since they launched it, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit on the top. Let me go in with that. Y'all hear that thunder? You all already know every time you want a thin amount of eyeliner and you say that, the eyeliner devil pops out and makes you have the thickest eyeliner that you could have possibly had. But I'm not going to let the devil win. And my eyes won't stop watering. Stop. Okay, so I did it on one eye. Now, let's see if I can do the exact same type of liner on the other eye. Boop! I did it. So, I'm going to go ahead and add some finishing touches, and I'll be right back and give you guys my final thoughts about this palette. So, I'll check you in a minute. So let's talk about my final thoughts, starting with the eyeliner. So I really like the way that this eyeliner applies. I feel like the formulation of it is really nice. It applies very smoothly, very black, and it's matte. I feel like this one is very user friendly, and I like the stiffness of the applicator. I have very sensitive eyes, so if it's too stiff for me, it hurts. But this one is a good stiffness because it's light as a feather, stiff as a board. No, I'm just kidding. But it flows with the shape of my eye, so I really like this, and I have been using it every single day since I got it, which is always a true testament to whether or not I like products, because I buy so much. So if I reach back for something, or if it's on the front of my mind, then obviously I like it, and I can say that I really like this eyeliner. Now let's talk about the Jackie Aina palette. And I feel like you all can tell by the demonstration and the overall color story of this palette that I'm gonna like it. This is the type of palette that if you use it, then you'll see the genius of it. I think this palette is very beautiful. You can do so many looks with this palette. I can see 5 to 7 looks just looking at it, and that's a lot of different looks. So I feel like this palette is very versatile. I also love the formulation of the eyeshadows in this palette. I feel like they are very smooth, they're very blendable, and most of all, they are very pigmented. So I know a lot of people are scared of a lot of pigment, but this is not pigmented like how the Subculture palette was pigmented. Like if you tapped it, you get a lot of pigment in the air. This is pigmented in a different way. You tap your brush lightly and get a lot of color. This is not a very powdery palette. I didn't have any fallout from any of the shades that I used. The formulation of these eyeshadows reminds me of the formulation that Anastasia did with Mario when they did their collaboration a few years ago, and that is my favorite Anastasia palette to this day. So for these to remind me of that, that lets you know that this one is formulated beautifully. Plus, I think this eyeshadow palette is more unique than a lot of you all are thinking it is. I know a lot of people had questions about if this eyeshadow palette was similar to other palettes that Anastasia has launched. So I'll go ahead and insert some pictures of comparisons of this palette to other Anastasia palettes and swatches in comparison to those palettes, and that way you guys can see the color differences yourself. But in my opinion, I think this palette is very unique. There is no color story that Anastasia has done that's even similar to this. There's maybe a color similar to this one and this one, but other than that, they're not dupes for one another. So you can be totally justified in getting this palette if you like this colorway. All in all, I think Jackie Aina did a fabulous job on this palette. I love it from the packaging to the product. I think that it is very beautiful. I definitely am going to be doing more looks using this palette just because it's so pretty. This might make top 2 of my favorite Anastasia eyeshadow palettes, and that is not even a joke. It is so beautiful. So let me know if you guys picked up this palette. Let me know your thoughts on it. I look forward to reading you all's comments down in the comments section, and I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.